Dialogues of the Carmelites by Poulenc, based on a play of the same title, is interesting, certainly just by its title for an opera, because it's an opera, and we don't think of, when you say dialogues, that means talking. And that is truly at the core of the opera, discussion about very important themes about morality, integrity, what one does, which is right or wrong. But it's also really great drama. It's great music. The music is very character-driven. The orchestra plays a huge role in the piece. And then we have this spectacular cast. I mean, I've directed the piece a number of times, and to have this lineup.
So Madame Lidouane comes in almost at the halfway point in the opera, and she is there because she has been appointed the new prioress after the loss of the old prioress. And usually that succession comes from within an order. And so most of the nuns were expecting Mère Marie to have the position, but someone has come in from the outside. Can't believe this is a weird sentence to say. I'm incredibly lucky I'm the first to die. It is, spoiler alert, we don't make it. But the emotions by the end of this, I barely make it through the one phrase that I am supposed to sing at the end of this. And as each voice drops away, as each guillotine chop happens, everyone is off on the side as they come off, and always happens this way. We end up in each other's arms sobbing by the end of it. We've had 2 staging rehearsals where even the guards were crying. So sorry, boys, I just ratted you out. But it is incredibly powerful.
It's severely intense, and last night we staged the very end of the opera where we're all executed, right? And there's like an atmosphere in the room which sometimes needs a bit of lightening up, because it can be so heavy. I don't have any particular routine to sort of get into the character of Blanche, but I think with all characters that I play, I tend to try and relate some kind of quality that I have with them, or some similarity, draw some sort of parallels, because I think it's really your true life experience which you sort of pour into a character which is most believable on the stage, and if you relate to it, then you're telling a very true and honest story, and the audience relates to you more.
So I have sung a lot of Poulenc's art song. He's, I think, a really wonderful composer of French melody. What's so great about this opera is that he's somehow taken his abilities as an art song composer and turned these little vignettes, which are really like little art songs on an operatic scale, put together into a really functional, theatrical, and dramatic experience. But it's absolutely Poulenc. There's no doubt about it. I'm really looking forward to the aspect of this show that is sort of like a team sport. This opera really isn't about 1 or 2 people. We all kind of go through this experience together. We've been rehearsing a lot with the chorus. Everyone is sort of equally involved in this piece, and that makes for a really fulfilling performance experience.
The journey that the audience will go on with this piece, there's not a lot that I can do to take you. None of us can do anything to take you. This has been written so beautifully, and it is so powerful that all we have to do is show up and be true to what's on the page. The music is mind-blowing, but it is also something that just reaches into your soul and tears. The story is so beautifully written, and the text is incredible. It's interesting to see how much of this piece can mirror what's happening in our world at every moment. I did this piece for the first time 20 years ago, and there were things to point to in the news every day that could mirror what is happening in this story. And again, today, we can do the same. I hope that the audience is able to make the correlations and understand that stories like this never end, and that the things to take away from this are that these things are strong within everyone: faith and love and fear and community.